told Dyson knows about it. Have you seen like Doja Cat getting canceled, and at first everybody being like, I side with Doja, then she like slowly digs her hole deeper and deeper and deeper as as she continues. So at first so she was like, I don't love my fans, I don't know you guys. And I'm like, normal tweet.
Yeah.
Like, and people trying to cancel her are dumb. And then
it's like the fan accounts. They're like, we built you.
And then she starts like subtweeting the fan accounts and being like, you guys are all fucking weirdos for calling yourself kittens. Go like outside and stop being such freaks. And I was like, it's kind of weird because like you call your fans kittens whenever you have something to sell. So that's kind of like disingenuous as a musician. But you're like, whatever. That's like just regular celebrity stuff. And then other people were like, you know, now that we're calling out Doja Cat, what about her? What about her dating that one Twitch streamer? And then they're like, oh, well, what's up with the Twitch streamer? And then she got like really defensive, and it was like obviously like, this is my love life. I get, and you're like, oh, okay, like, you know what? We don't get to like judge her love life. And then you look into the Twitch streamer and you're like, oh, why did he like hop off of Twitch for 2 years and just come back like recently? Also, Doja Cat's a really big Twitch moderator, which is not a good. It's not a good sign because Doja Cat went from like spending her like 16 to 19 in low-key like white supremacist forums where she just gave them all N-word passes, but you're like, you know what, she was a teen, to like becoming a Twitch moderator, and the guy she was dating
barely better.
The reason he left Twitch for 2 years is because he got soft canceled because he did like a you can like you enter yourself in and you can win a date with me with his fan base, and then once he went on the date he kind of was like, maybe we can like have a real relationship, and then he'd bang them and then ghost them, and then some of the people that he was talking with were minors. He didn't bang any of the minors as far as we know, but he was at least talking with the minors, and even excluding that is very weird to use your fan base as like a
dating pool,
as not a dating pool, as a sex pool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And Doja Cat being so extremely defensive of her and all of her online attitude makes me think that she's probably not that different from how she was on the internet as a teen. TBH.
Yeah.
Such a big
when
fan.
you're just like chronically online
when
like that.
Yeah.
Normalize being a big fan as a turnoff.
Normalize if you are... Like I use Reddit, but I know that using Reddit is a negative impact on my life. Yeah. Like I am fully aware that like saying that I use Reddit is a bad thing.
Dude, same thing with League of Legends. I'm like, I know this is a bad part of my life.
Overwatch for me.
We all have that one thing.
We all have our vices.
We all have our vices.
You guys have one.
What do you have?
No, I have multiple. What are you talking about?
He has a lot of vices.
I got a lot of them.
It's true. It's true.
Get your shit together.
True.
Get your shit together.
Sometimes I just go on the computer and play like Facebook games.
Oh god damn it, my foot's asleep.
Facebook games.
Facebook games. That is a vice. That is a vice.
Dude, Brendan out here on Farmville.
Facebook games are a one-way ticket to associating yourself with like old conservatives. And like
socialize on the games.
But don't you need like other Facebook people?
You need like friends and allies or
if
whatever.
You want to, but like you don't have to. I want to see how far I can go solo. That's what I always go for.
Okay, I do that sometimes with mobile
like,
games.
How far can I go without
with
gaining
mobile
any
games?
friend?
Where I
It's a
just
solo
get like
speedrun.
really into a mobile game for like a month.
I'm gonna have to stand and stomp.
All right, everybody, let's stomp with him. I said
I'm not standing. There's not much room.
Don't. I'm doing it because my leg's completely asleep, and it's gonna bother me a lot during the pod.
Dork.
Lame-o.
Oh, freakazoid.
Look at me, I'm Miguel, I'm stomping.
Shut up, my circulation ain't good.
He's got to do a TikTok. Also, can I just talk about this weird thing?
What?
Yeah, talk about that weird thing.
Can I talk about a weird thing?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, as long
sure.
You know the thing where like people, they're like, oh, waifu. You know, the whole like hand
Oh,
thing.
the NPC thing?
The other thing. Because
What's the other
I saw
thing?
the PC thing where she just like opens a bag over her face and she's like, Elon Musk thinks I'm so cool.
No, I think you're. I
What's
think
that?
You're, no,
You know what
I,
I'm talking about?
no, but I think you're straight talking about the NPC thing. People just do different things for the NPC.
There's
thing.
multiple things.
I saw the depravity of our
It's so weird.
generation.
All I know is the ice cream's
so
so good.
weird.
Grab,
No,
grab.
you haven't. People do their own gimmicks. I saw. There's this one guy who's just like in LA and like very like Melrose, like very crowded parts of LA, and he's just in a Miles Morales costume with a hoodie, like a zip up, like zip, and his Miles Morales costume, and he does like the NPC thing, but gives it like Spider-Man flavor, and I hate it.
Oh wait, you're talking about the superhero streams.
Are there a lot of them? I've just seen the Miles Morales guy.
Okay, so they'll stream and they'll be like in a costume and they'll be like, okay, I'm Batman today. Let's like stop crime. Tell me who's doing crime and I'll attack them.
Oh no.
So they'll assault people on stream.
Dude, it's like the pirate era meme.
Oh god.
yeah.
How the people are like, because One Piece really blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are doing like I'm gonna jump somebody, but I'm gonna get One Piece themed.
Yeah, because in like One Piece, you can just jump someone and it's like
chill.
and you're
it's
not a
chill.
bad guy.
And you're driving your boat around with a car, like your car is your boat.
You just got like the
Yeah.
theme songs playing in the back. You're just like,
Yeah, the one that like really blew up. There's like a guy like coming out of a gas station or something, and he had like a bunch of beer, and a bunch of like 19-year-olds like rolled out of their car, beat him up really quickly, and took all his beer, and then got in the car, and then it's like, oh, we're in our One Piece era.
Oh my
And
god.
then they like went back to their like hangout spot, and they're all like shotgunning beer.
I get how
great
if
pirate
you're-
era. Woo!
And there's like someone cooking their like Sanji or whatever.
If you're already like a young ruffian who's jumping people, and then you happen to watch One Piece, and you're like, these motherfuckers just exclusively jump people.
But it's scary to see how many trends are just people like running around jumping people. I don't want to get jumped for a fucking TikTok trend.
by Sanji.
Have you seen that one guy who has just been like training to be like Sanji, where he just has like huge leg weights, and he just uses no hands and does just kicks for hours every day on his TikTok live?
Yeah, I think we talked about it on the peel
Oh,
already.
did we?
Yeah, he's like kicking a tree and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but I do think
He
it's-
fucking. Oh,
It is. I think Sanji's design is kind of trippy, aside from his personality.
I think his personality straight ruins Sanji.
But I think
Yeah.
his values are cool. Like while he's the chivalrous traits,
Respect women.
pussy. The chivalrous traits are dumb.
That's what he values.
But I like the cooking trait, the cook traits.
I mean, but that's just like
Where he's
surface.
like, I don't use kitchen
That's
knives
really
to kill
surface
people.
level though.
Dude, he
I thought
is
it was
a
cool. He's like, I kick and I
No.
don't. I use my hands for cooking.
he's
Yeah.
a degenerate.
No, his character.
Aside from everything except for the cooking.
Almost
Yes.
everybody, even like One Piece fans online, say you won't really like Sanji till like episode 800.
Oh my god.
And
One
they're
Piece
like, because
fans.
Sanji doesn't really get like a reason for his like pervy actions or like the appropriate backstory other than that until episode 800, where they reveal his second backstory, his secret backstory.
One where he's like, they're like, Sanji, you weren't raised where we found you? He's like, yeah, I was raised in the North Blue. And they're like,
Dude.
he's like, never mind that. And then they make a whole story about it.
The fact that he almost let down his entire group and like let his friends like die because he couldn't fight a woman.
No, that's
I'm
the thing.
like, you fucking loser.
And in a lot of ways, Sanji is
He's a simp.
Is worse than
That's also not the first
Usopp.
time. It happens again. From where you read that,
Yeah,
Yes,
he does this
but
all the
that-
time.
But
he does it a lot.
But you said that wasn't the first time. That was the first time that he let down the group.
That wasn't the first time though. You know, it's gonna happen again. That's why I
Well,
was
so it
going.
was the first time for the
It
girl.
was
They
the
turned.
only
So
time.
they're gonna do it again. It wasn't the only time.
That's not the only time, is what you meant to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also, dude, if we're all gonna be reading One Piece, dude, does anyone want to DM a One Piece one shot with the rules that they have really like well done?
I don't want DM one, but I'd be down to play.
You want to let me do it?
Yes, Brendan,
you
you
can
know the
DM
One
it.
Piece world so well.
Yeah, you're
That's
the One
true.
Piece
All
guy.
right, I'll be the.
Okay, but you actually have to do it.
Okay,
It can't
Yeah.
be like every other one that you say you want to do.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
I'll start writing. But you got You gotta cut me some slack.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rough.
I don't care. I think you being rough or rusty could it's the One Piece world's already so rando and goofy. You can play into it whenever you make mistakes.
Okay, but like my NPC thing I was talking about is the weird like physicality where it's like I'm an anime boy or an anime, and they talk on the side of their mouths and do this weird thing.
That's been like a thing forever.
Dude, that's like
That's like e-boy stuff.
I hate the e-boy thing.
I
Or like
understand.
e-boy cosplayers.
So
And
I
e-girl,
think
yeah.
the reason Brendan's mentioning it is because people were actually complaining about like a lot of the anime fandom is like, I don't like this new anime fandom where they're just like watching anime and talking about it. I miss the old days of like
being weird.
like pandemic when like early pandemic when everyone was doing that, and so people are trying to bring it back.
no.
I hate it.
Let
I hate it.
TikTok evolve.
Okay, I will let those videos on TikTok where they're just like people doing like that physicality over like I don't know like anime voice line dub, you know, and they just are being the characters and they're doing the goofy like movements because you're doing voice lines from an anime. But if you're just doing it to like a song or just like general life.
And you know what's always
it infuriates
too?
me.
They always do it to like electro swing, which is the worst genre of music.
I hate it.
I fucking hate electro swing. God damn. Because all those like people are like, modern music is so bad. This is what I listen to.
Electro swing really came out of YouTube.
Yeah.
Go back to your hole, you weird person.
You little goblin genre.
Dude, I hated when like EDM was just all over YouTube. Like there were so many EDM channels that just play like EDM live streams, and I was like, who are these audiences that are like a million live viewers or whatever on these like fucking EDM playlists?
Dude, Minecrafters being like getting into EDM.
It was a lot of gamers.
A lot of League players because they would play during streams because you could play that music during streams.
Yeah, and you put it in the background.
You put on some Darude Sandstorm.
I just find that like because I've tried playing a video game with that music on and I find it grating. Like I feel like I'm in a time warp.
So it's like you have to stop what you're doing if you're playing in the background to turn it off because you're like, no, I can't anymore.
Because like I feel like it's people use it so they can like time, like if you're like a jungler in League, you time your jungles to when the bass drops so you can get that epic clip.
Oh my gosh, that is the worst.
You don't like that, Miguel?
Dude,
You don't like how true that is?
it is true.
I'm still thinking about the e-boy
I hate
thing where they put on makeup and do the e-boy thing, and I'm like, that's so stupid. Sorry. Continue.
This is really getting to you.
It's like I hate it.
My
People
TikTok,
don't move their
I
arms
get
like
league
that.
on my TikTok, and I just want to talk about this briefly. There's this guy. He's crazy. He's a jungler who gets like really like he's a heavy carry, and the dude literally disconnects mid like he what's it called when you attack somebody to bring them to you?
Go leash.
You like hook someone?
Leashing.
Yeah, I don't know the technical term, but he essentially
I think it is leash.
It's leash. I'm also a league guy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
bring them to you, you do the attack, and then he disconnects, and then he comes back, and then he reconnects, and then he kills them.
Oh my god.
But he'll do this against like whole teams. He'll be in mid lane, you know, that point where everybody's there, and then he'll do the leash, go in for that fight, disconnect. His whole like team's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're gonna ruin everything. And then he's like, comes back in and then clutches it.
There's a full
my
like
God.
team
And he
Right.
does
wipe.
it with your old main.
With Viego?
Yeah, he does it with Viego.
I gotta do it with
Does he got
Viego now.
teleport equipped?
I can't do it with Viego.
High level.
This guy's challenger, dude.
high level.
Easy. I can get there.
High level league, it's a straight different game. Like champions that are good in lower level league have zero like equation to a high level league. I hear that a lot of pros say there should be different balancing for people like diamond and under, and then or not diamond under, gold and or platinum and under should have one balancing, and then diamond and above should have a different balancing.
Yeah, I've seen something like that with like people suggest that with Overwatch as well. Like there's this one new character, Lifeweaver, who in lower ranks I can see being good because his main 2 abilities is to grab one of your teammates and pull them to you. And the other one is to create a platform that raises up automatically. So that can be good for like getting your DPS or tanks who are like out of position back to the team. But in high level play, like you're not going to be playing with dumbasses who
need that help.
So Lifeweaver is just straight ass.
I remember hearing that like Aurelia's soul is was doing being used a lot in like pro play I was like I'll try Aurelia's soul, and I'm like useless.
In low level play, basically useless.
Useless.
Because like he had his main thing was like the 2 stars that like orbited around him, right?
That show where you are.
Yeah.
To everybody, and your like Q is you get to like fly to first tower, but it's faster than running, but it's not like you're teleporting.
Yeah, it's like you go over the map, right? Yeah. They've
Buy some boots of speed.
Yeah, I know they reworked him like I don't know, back in May, because this is when our roommate we lived with our roommate who played League.
There's like a celestial dragon. And like right after the celestial, I think they were back to back, but like the giant like abyssal tentacle eye, Vel'Koz.
Yeah.
They're like back to back released, and I was like, well, those were cool designs. And then they're just doing like humanoids.
Well, it's because the monster designs do no numbers in Asia.
Yeah,
like nobody plays
There's
monsters.
so much.
Like I've straight heard that you like when I say nobody, I mean you will see 0. Like somebody was like, I was in Korea for 2 months and I played League every day and I didn't see a monster used a single time.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Everybody in like low rank play in League right now is very angry about the new champ.
Who's the new champion?
The black guy?
No, I think he's called Bloodhound. Do you guys know the Bloodhound Knight in Elden Ring?
Yes.
Basically looks exactly like him. And then you guys know Ignite, right? Like where like you can set someone on fire.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
He essentially has that attack and is and so every attack he's doing, he's like still hurting you for like 15 seconds later.
Passive damage,
Passive damage, so it's super annoying. But he also has this attack where I think it's his ult, where he can get your entire team, like it can do 2 lanes.
Oh my god.
And he can get your entire team with that like burn, and it lasts for a minute. So
That's
if you
awful.
Literally, if you don't have heals, you die.
Yeah, if it's like a team fight and then like they leave, like your team leaves in like low health, but you guys are all alive, boom.
Dude, in early level play, they basically line it up where they have him in the next lane over waiting, and then they line your group up, and then boom, you're all on fire. They jump in and they fucking kill you. In late game play, I've heard that the Bloodhound has no usability.
Yeah, he just probably gets
Because
targeted
nobody
immediately.
allows themselves. They're like, oh, the Bloodhound is trying to set us up. We're not going to be there.
We'll build against it and
Move on with our lives or
It's
something.
so funny how the game isn't balanced for like any tier, but they're just trying to be generalized balanced,
Yeah.
which is such a bad idea for a highly competitive game.
Yeah. Like the Earth, I don't know what her name is. The like Earthbender girl.
Talia
or
something
something
like that. It's TA something.
Talia sounds familiar.
Yeah, that sounds right. Literally useless later on because nobody's going to allow themselves to be trapped.
She's fun low level.
Yes, because you can trap people and then
And
your
you can-
friends can come
And
in.
then you do like the little wall, like surfboard.
Yeah, it's super fun to play in early game, but I guess basically useless later on.
Yeah.
I just play Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Unite just seems way too stripped back for me.
Dude, it's very laid back. though.
It's because you get to win a lot because you're going up against
It's
little children.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
when I first
"I'm
hopped on
playing Pokemon."
Paladins, like right when people were like Paladins is gonna be the Overwatch Killer or something, and it was not.
No,
But,
Overwatch 2 is the Overwatch Killer.
But I do remember. I do remember thinking
Also,
to
why
myself,
is it not in my Microsoft purchase history anymore?
what?
It's just off the Microsoft store.
What?
Overwatch.
Because there's
So
no
I bought
Overwatch.
it. I spent the $60.
Because Overwatch 2 is free to play and it's the same game,
Yeah,
and
but I'm
Overwatch
like-
1 doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist at
Overwatch
all.
1 does not exist.
And you don't
If
get
you
refunded.
wanted to do an Overwatch lobby 1, you couldn't
Because
do it.
everything's supposed to transfer over.
Yeah.
Because Overwatch 2 wasn't a second game. It was an excuse to make it free to play to try to reinvigorate the fan base.
Yep.
After their bad things.
After being a terrible company.
And they promised, hey, we're going to have PvE. And then they said, actually, we canceled the PvE. Actually, you're going to have to still pay for the PvE.
But also,
But it's $15
the PvE
for like 3 maps.
is like super stripped back stuff.
What?
Yeah.
That's some like Call of Duty shit.
They made it sound like the PvE was going to be the focus of Overwatch 2. And then they were like, it's a game mode.
Also,
that some people play. Not a lot of people play.
I just don't understand Call of Duty. It's like you pay $60 to have the game, and then you have to pay more money to buy all these like expansion packs that they release every
Don't
month.
forget your battle pass or whatever.
Yeah.
That too, and you're like, this is dumb.
And don't forget, you can play as
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg,
play as rappers
21
with
Savage,
guns.
and Laser. What's his name? Homelander.
Homelander.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking of.
They're trying to be Fortnite.
I like how your way of trying to explain who Homelander is you go laser.
Laser eyes.
I think Laser Eyes. I think Cyclops. That's my first
I was like, my first thought is never Homelander.
Yeah. Jason. You should have like done like something with his mommy or something, you know, because he's got like serious mommy issues.
Yeah, but I didn't want
just
to make it was gonna come out gross. I didn't want to do that.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
just an evil Superman.
No, because
that's a
the
lot of
first thing
things.
Omni-Man. I would think Omni-Man.
or Bizarro.
Because it's coming out!
It
November.
is.
We watched the special.
How was it?
It was
Great.
good.
It was just a comic, but like
Yeah, I had already read it, and there wasn't, unlike season 1 of Invincible, it wasn't like different. It was pretty much exactly what it
exactly.
was.
I mean, a lot of the dialogue is straight ripped from like the
Straight
comic,
ripped.
which I feel the guy who wrote the issue wasn't credited in the credits, and I'm like, you guys ripped straight dialogue and like the entire plot. Like
That's
it's
kinda messed.
Yeah, it's like panel for panel the same, except with like added like little bits.
I was at first a little worried because the animation for the talking and like the just like general interactions wasn't that great.
It was okay.
Once it got to the fights, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was very good fights. Very good
It
fights.
was very, very good. And it's probably just because it's like a special. They were like, we don't want to throw a ton of money at this.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do a Rexplode special. And I'm pretty sure they're just gonna throw Rexplode to the wayside as a joke character.
I think they fucked themselves with their casting, and I think they know that.
They voice acted
Nobody
that guy.
likes him.
The guy with the beard who goes, I'm
I
crazy.
think Jason Mantzoukas is funny when he's playing characters that are himself, but also Rexplode is not him.
Also, when has he
Rexplode is
done
not a
character
joke.
that's not his
You
that
can't
character?
play him off as a joke.
He's real, and I love him.
It makes all of his like sad moments
Like, they're real sad.
Lighthearted.
they're like real sad.
They introduced Rexplode in the comic, and then they're like, "Isn't he like a douche?" And then they go, "But he's never a douche again." Once he goes through like his one douchey phase, he only is like gives positive affirmations to the team, like is a support character.
You see it in the first season, the last scene in the comics
That's the
where
rest
he's a
of his
douche.
personality.
You know where he gets beat up by
Battle Cat?
no. Monster Girl.
Yes.
Monster
Oh,
Girl
yeah.
beats him up at like tryouts or whatever. That's the last time he's a douche. After that, he's like giving like positive affirmation to like the team.
And he's just a good guy, and he apologizes, which you like never see. He's like, "I'm sorry for the way I've acted. I know I don't need to apologize to you, but like I've grown." And then you go, "Yeah, you know what? He was like 17."
Yeah.
And then they give you his backstory, and then you go, "Oh, you know what? Maybe he had a little bit of permission to be a douche."
He didn't need
Like-
the ukulele to apologize.
Because they're not gonna show it, dude. he got like sold by his family and had like all his bones replaced with like his power
Explosive.
isn't a power.
Yeah.
It's like metal bars inside of him that can like charge kinetic energy, that he had all his bones removed. And it was like they injected him with like pain relievers, but he still was like in a coma feeling his bones for like months on end. And then once he went back and the CIA had him just kill people, and once he finally was like, I'm gonna escape them to go back to my original family. Now they're wealthy and they love their other kid.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Just spoiler alert. It's not going to be in the show. It's straight not going to be in the show.
I mean, we don't know that. They could.
You did tell me about that earlier.
Because I don't
remember that.
think they're going to get to the moment in season 2.
No.
Because they didn't even get through the first compendium in season 1.
But they might move it around because they are showing Angstrom Levy so they might move it around.
That's true.
Because they do move things around.
Yeah, the pacing has been faster
Yes,
in the show,
it
which
is faster in the show.
but it is better. The show is better.
Well, it is very
except for the
Stronger,
Rexplode.
smarter, faster.
I mean, yeah, it is-
That's what I would have said to Lincoln Homelander.
I also think having Robert Kirkman come back to write the first and last episode and like and do the plotting for the middle portions, I think was smart, because I think Robert Kirkman is actually pretty good at looking at his things and being like, this is where I went wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's
I
he doing
agree.
again?
Also-
like Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman pretty much has had the same experience where he's like, I didn't do so great in this book on its like ending or its pacing, so I'll change this around.
How much do you think Robert Kirkman's worth? I know the number. Do you want to guess?
He hit Image Comics when comics were still selling really, really well.
He was the
I'm going to base my guess off Dathan's.
I'm gonna base my guess on me.
He hit right after.
I think it's.
You should not, because I have no comic
Talk about
like
his net worth.
He did.
Like net worth
and
ideas.
I know less than you.
So for what you know, he came in at the tail end of the collector boom. So he wasn't hitting those millions of sales, but he was hitting those hundreds of thousands.
I'm gonna say net worth 20.
I'm gonna say
20
750K.
million?
Yeah.
Because Walking Dead, Invincible.
Yeah,
Oh,
he made
okay.
Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah, okay.
say
I'm
that.
gonna...
3 mil.
I feel like he probably got screwed over on residuals for the show.
I know he got screwed on residuals.
So I'm gonna go lower than Dathan. I'm gonna go 15 million.
For the creator of Walking Dead?
Remember, there's 3 spinoffs, which is crazy that Walking Dead
Yeah,
has
but
3.
Do you think he's getting
spinoffs.
residuals off the spinoffs?
I don't think he gets residuals off the spinoffs. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah. And it probably... And
I'm
he
gonna
probably stops-
say 20 on the low end, 40 on the high end.
3.
million?
I think it was 60.
3.
Oh, damn.
He's
really?
You also gotta remember, he is the only. I mean, maybe you wouldn't know this. I know this because I watched a whole Image documentary.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was
That would do it.
7 founders of Image, and his comics sold so well when they decided to bring in new writers. They brought in a ton of new writers, and since his far outsold everyone else, as an example of like what you could rise to in the company, they made him a partner.
Like an MLM.
I don't think they've literally had any other partners.
That still wouldn't have changed my numbers if you had told me that.
yeah.
60 is good. Yeah.
Dude, for all that Brian K. Vaughan has done for Image, Brian K. Vaughan should be a partner.
Yeah.
Saga, Paper Girls, even if you don't like it, Why the Last Man is so popular, like is like a
If you
like,
if you go on like top comics like lists,
it is a bastion of
It's-
like 2000s comics.
yeah, people love it. Not for me. I think you evolved, Vaughn. I'm sorry, but Saga is really, really good. I love Saga.
Saga's a good
I
book.
mean, Saga is really good.
I'm legit reading issue by issue now.
Oh, you caught up?
Yeah, I caught up. It dips heavy and then it comes back, and you're like,
mean,
wait. Is he coming back stronger? And then he comes back stronger.
Does he dip
Like an anime.
right before he takes his 3-year break, or is the coming back from his 3-year break the
right before the 3-year break.
Okay. Dude, indie comics are like that, where you're like, Brian K. Vaughan's still working on comics, but he's just not working on Saga because it's his creator-owned comic. And Creator-owned comics do not. Saga pays the bills a bit, but most creator-owned comics do not pay the bills.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd imagine.
Who needs bills when
From
you're
what
an
I
artist?
heard, I ended up. So yeah, I fell so into the Image story that I spent yesterday at work listening to Rob Liefeld's tell the story of Image Comics in like 6-part podcast. And
God damn, this is such a Miguel thing to do.
Fucking nerd.
I like fall into these holes.
Yeah, you fall into holes. It's
And
okay.
I just want to like learn so much. And like, damn, I lost the train of thought. It had to do with
6-part
Robert
podcast.
Liefeld.
Rob Liefeld. Image Comics.
You're at
Yeah.
work.
6-part podcast.
You're at work.
Six-part podcast.
And it's gone.
It's gone. I was gonna,
It's
ladies and
gone.
I was gonna flip
Welcome
it
to
into
the
some.
peel.
Welcome to the peel.
Welcome to the appeal. This cannot be the beginning.
Miguel is an open window.
We start recording now.
No, guys, we cannot do another hour. I can't survive. Oh gosh.
And surviving on like lemon peels and just
What are we
like
gonna do
saltines.
for 100 subscribers?
I don't know. Because it's probably gonna.
It's happened in a couple of days.
Wait, no, we promised something already.
What did we promise?
we?
Didn't we promise something about like us posing nude
No.
for like 1,000 subscribers?
No, that
No.
was for Patreons. If we got
Oh.
like 1,000 Patrons.
And I think the conversation that you're thinking of is a joke conversation.
Was it a joke?
I
thought
don't.
we were being real on stream.
I think we.
Were we on
I
stream?
think it was a
saying-
stream convo. It felt like.
I don't know. I think we
We're
could.
not going to.
Darn.
So it would be
Sorry.
fun to do to actually do the rap battle or something.
Yeah.
Like practice.
That we promised and
Never delivered.
never delivered.
we should
We keep doing it on the
practice.
podcast.
live.
I remember
Yeah.
Dyson got so much into it.
Yeah.
You're practicing.
Yeah. Like
practicing.
while I was door dashing.
While he's door
It
dashing
was
rapping.
so funny because none of us were taking it seriously at all.
Well, then
And
Dyson
Dy-
would sit down and then he'd be kind of like still in that mode.
mumbling, freestyling.
And then we'd hear him. Sometimes we'd be like, that was fire. Like, Dyson's going to hurt us.
It's like, even when I was like, that wasn't a good rap, but it's better than what I'm gonna do because I'm not practicing. Like,
I'm not going to practice. I'm not going to practice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like trying to like figure out how to like make rhymes because I'm like I have to. If anyone's gonna be good at this, it has to be me.
Because you're black.
because they're gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you.
Yeah.
What if we all do like a 25?
Yeah, especially when it was on Twitch.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like your white side showing. They're gonna be like your mom must be Carrot Head sister. Like,
Oh God.
They're gonna be like light skin behavior.
no, dude, have you seen like it's older now? It's a few months old. But did you ever see the light skin stare meme?
What was a light skin stare meme?
It was like in my opinion, colorist meme, but it was like the man when you. It started as a joke of people being like, I have that light skin stare, and it was like light skinned black guys being like light skinned black people have a stare of intensity that they can like bring the girls to them, and then people started clowning like once enough of them, especially since Drake was a proud like
Light skin stare guy.
yeah, light skin stare guy. No. Drake is consistently so cringe all the time on social media, and like the collective unconscious pretends he isn't. I'll talk with like normies, and like when Drake comes up, and I'm like, he a weirdo. They're like, no, you're a weirdo for thinking Drake's a weirdo, and I'm like, but he is, objectively speaking.
I think society
He
as a
swings
whole
around a
has
bra.
gotten weirder.
on his
Like
concert.
people have gotten weirder. I think.
Yeah,
Our
because
society has gotten weirder.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we
You
blame?
don't think so?
We got people worshiping
blame the
Elon
internet.
Musk.
The internet.
It is the internet's fault.
It is.
There's people
Yeah.
born and raised in the
Because
internet.
people have a place to like when they were weird before and somebody was like, cut that weird shit out, you'd feel bad. But now you see other people not cutting that weird shit out and getting hundreds of thousands of likes, and you're like, maybe my behavior isn't weird.
Maybe I should be an NPC. Huh.
Maybe I should go grab ice cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Maybe
Maybe I am alpha.
Maybe the world is flat.
Or maybe people should start acting like dogs in public. You know, owner and pets. You know, doing it.
Dude, I
normally.
remember when that was a thing. That was crazy to me because I am
Puppy
like
play.
I am 100% a kink shamer when it comes to like being in public. Like if you're in public, I don't care if the act isn't like if it's just like very clearly why you're doing it is like for later. Don't do it. I like get that out of my face.
Miguel, I feel like watching TLC shows with you would be so fun.
No, because I am
Just
I'm
to
so
shit on
loud.
him.
I am so loud against those
No, it's
things.
okay. I'm them too. It's fun. I think it's
TLC
such a fun
is
experience.
Straight predatory.
Yeah, it has been for a while.
Oh my god, this show.
Also, my sister, because her, I guess it's really big on like Black TikTok. When my sister and her friend showed me the things that are really, there's like a new network that's kind of like, what was that one popular Black TV network that like a lot of people talked about exploitation in the 2000s? Do you know
like
what I'm talking
BT?
about? BT.
Yeah.
the Black
It's
Broadcasting Network.
It's like
I don't know.
BT, but it's Black Entertainment TV
Television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like BT, but it's on the internet and it's like an internet channel. So it's like everything that wouldn't be on BT because people would call it out for being on BT. So it's like they have one thing like called the Bad Boys Club and Bad Girls Club. And they do it every year. It's a reality show where they basically just get a bunch of people who they know are gonna like all black men or all black women, and they pick people who they know are just gonna get in fights, like physical altercations
Oh
every
my
episode.
God.
Like
And
aggressive,
straight, like-
violent people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like straight like curse each other out, and like really like when I saw the clips, I was like, low key, this seems like some shit that white power groups would repost as like,
To be like, see how they're all aggressive?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's
My
just
God.
as many videos
50%
of white
of
women fighting each
crime.
other.
Yeah, I
13% of the population does 50% of the crime. Like some like
Bullshit.
fucking bogus ass
Pulling out your
statistic.
butthole statistic. Oh.
JonTron shit.
Dude, he is forever gonna live and just not speak about it, like his opinions ever again.
Yeah, how JonTron's a racist.
Just a straight white supremacist.
If anybody asks me about
He's
JonTron,
like
I will say
Still
that.
like relevant, right?
More relevant than he was when he got canceled.
There's gonna
Yeah.
be people out there that like
damn.
Because
people.
Flex Tape brought him back.
He pulls in like he releases a video.
God damn, that flex tape video was good.
It was good.
It's kind of got that old school YouTube comedy, but better production value.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
black. I'll say it. Flex Tape video was good.
Which one?
Just the
Oh,
first
because he
one. I
did
didn't
like a
he did
Flex
like
Seal,
I didn't
right?
see the other ones.
He did three of
because he
them.
was a white supremacist.
Yeah, he did. I heard he did like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But no, I think he does like monthly uploads, and he pulls like $1 million per video.
I wonder if his parrot's dead.
Like
I hope his
$1 million
parrot's
to
dead.
$3 million.
Really?
Which is like great numbers.
Yeah, that's really good numbers.
Yeah.
Do you think his parrot's dead, Miguel?
Was it a real parrot?
Yeah. This is real
I
pet.
thought it was a fake parrot.
Probably not. Parrots live for a long time.
No, yeah, I think you're
It was
right.
like a small parrot.
Hey, if you want to
Like a
pet,
parakeet.
Yeah, it's like a parakeet.
if you want to like a pet that lives for super long, get yourself like a tortoise.
I like the idea of a
They
parrot.
outlive
'cause-
you.
Sometimes.
It's a family
They
heirloom.
live
I
80
want
years.
to give a tortoise to someone I don't like.
Just so they have to take care of them.
Yeah, because you can't really get rid of a tortoise. You can't be like someone who wants a tortoise.
You can't play with it.
You can't play with it. It's not fun. You
can't ride it yet.
It's just
It's too-
responsibility
it's too
for the rest of your
Hey,
life.
they do show like minor amounts of affection.
They do.
Yeah, but it's not it's not like.
But
It's
it
not
takes
a
a while.
dog. Yeah.
They like notoriously take a long time to like form attachment with you. So for a long time, like sometimes years, they'll just ignore you.
Just get a turtle, not a tortoise.
Okay, but it must feel
Unless you want to spite someone.
it must feel awful
A tortoise.
to get a tortoise at like 10 and then to have it die when you're 80. That must be like soul breaking.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, you're like, my time is coming.
Like a parrot. Because parrots live to like 70, 80.
They're old.
Really?
Yeah. Parrots
Damn.
like have like human lifespans.
I get why parrots are like were pets before it became like an illegal bird trade thing. Because parrots, you can't. Can you have a parrot still?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
California?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe non-California.
I know
Because
California has
California's
kind of
really
st-
strict.
Has kind of strict pet
What do you
laws.
mean? I straight up. I knew a guy who owned a
can?
parrot.
You can't own one?
I don't
I don't
think legally you can.
California has really strict like laws on
Oh,
like.
it's
It's like
Yeah.
agricultural capital. They've got
Okay.
like
Yeah.
don't fuck up the
Then
ecosystem.
I definitely do not know
We're national
someone who
parks.
has a bunch of parrots.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
hedgehogs.
you can't have a hedgehog in California.
Can't have a
ferret?
weasel.
You can't have ferrets.
Yeah. So
There's a lot
like I
of other
don't know if
things.
parrots are in there.
Dude, I knew someone who had a ferret in Montana, and the ferret had made holes throughout the walls, like in the house, and would just like travel through, and it was so terrifying at the like midnight. I was like visiting, I was like sleeping on the couch, and I'm just hearing like noises all night.
Skittering.
Yeah, and then I fall asleep, and then I wake up at like maybe like 4 a.m. and it's like right on my chest, like in my face, and I didn't know there was a ferret. It was horrifying. I've never screamed like that loud.
Ferrets are cute though.
They're cute.
Not at 4 a.m. in your
No.
face.
That's true. Like rats, I think rats are cute when you're like expecting a rat.
No, but
When
the,
it's like in a cage.
yes, but the fact that
Where it belongs.
but the fact that
In a
rats,
maze with cheese.
rats
are
show
cute.
affection for people by cleaning their nose, ears, and teeth, and I'm like, fuck that. Like I am not letting my cute pet rat, and then imagine one night it just crawls up to your ear and starts going like cleaning out your ear.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
Gets a little cotton swab.
Dude, I'm
What if,
constantly
what if it
scared.
never wakes you up and you're extra fresh? Just like
No.
all the
It
time.
Brushes your teeth.
I mean,
What is this,
Yeah, well,
Ratatouille? What the
not
fudge?
not with like a toothbrush, but they do brush your
they
teeth.
do brush your teeth.
Yeah, they clean you.
Yeah, I saw a
Their little
I didn't see.
claws.
I listened to like a This American Life episode on rats, and one of the guys was like, he was like, during the pandemic, I became a rat guy, and I never imagined myself becoming a rat guy, but I had just been laid off, and I was lonely, and I saw a really injured rat one day, and so I took it in to like fix it up, and then I called the rat rescue, and then they were like, we don't.
rescue.
They were like, we don't really take that many rats because like there's so many rats.
Yeah,
that, like if you like the rat, you should just keep the rat. Well, maybe we can connect you to a different like owner or whatever. And
If
he was
there's
like,
other
sure.
rat people.
But in that time, he was like, my rat seems real sad. And he looked up, and it's like, because rats are social creatures. And so he picked up a second rat and a third rat, and then he ended up just like getting more and more rats. And then he's like, it's 2 years into the pandemic. I currently have like 8 rats, but rats don't live that long. So I've actually had like 23 rats. And I like, now that I'm re-employed and I feel like good enough to go on dates, I'm realizing this rat thing is really holding me back. And like the first half of the episode is him just talking about how much he loves the rats, but how he knows that they're ruining his chance of like a love life. And he's like, I'm 30, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes like, he actually gets mature, and he's like, once he's on his final rat, and he's like, because the other ones have died or he's given them away. And he's like, it wasn't the rats doing it to me. It was my mindset, and I was using the rats as like a way to stop myself from like
Damn.
going out. And I'm like,
That's
and I'm like,
character
dude, that
growth.
is character growth.
That's impressive.
Hey, you want to know who else
Happy
was a rat?
for them.
You know who else was a rat?
I was
guy?
gonna say if the rats were really holding them back, he should have put them in like little tuxedos.
yeah.
And then had
Yeah.
them like train them to like stand like butlers when the lady comes. Then it just seems like you got your shit together.
And he did say
Yeah, dress up your pets. That's what makes people
the
think.
one thing he like never let the rats do was touch his teeth. He's like, sometimes I would let them do the ears and nose when I was feeling generous, but the teeth, that's fucking disgusting.
What if what if his rats died not because like they had a poor lifespan, but he was just shit at taking care of them?
Well, rats really do only live like 2 years. Like, yeah.
But he just goes through like 5 in like 5 months.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like I've had 20. It's like
Where did this guy live?
New York.
Oh,
Dude, I'd be scared they're gonna
Dude.
attract more.
they're gonna mug him,
Well, dude, do
Create
you
a
think
rat
this man
king.
cares about attracting more? He had 23 rats.
dude. What if he trained the rats to be like a carpet that you could like write on?
I don't know how that works.
That's kinda
Maybe you can-
steezy.
Maybe you could like
A magic
crisscross
carpet, but with the rats.
yeah.
crisscross applesauce on it, but you
Yeah.
can't stand on it.
Like
Yeah,
the
you can.
Suicide Squad.
No, because
rat
you're gonna be
lady.
fucking killing the rats directly under your feet.
Dude, There's so many of them.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
There's like
Dude,
an
they're
ocean.
gonna be popping out babies to replace them like just as fast.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say was, Indiana Jones guy.
He's a rat guy.
What's his name?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford had rats as a kid.
Oh.
And that's probably why he's such an asshole.
No, dude. Harrison Ford is a dick because he was cast as Han Solo because he was working on the set of Star Wars, and they were like, "This guy's a gruff asshole. Let's cast him as himself."
Yeah.
It's because he's always been
An asshole.
like a gruff,
No,
like
I
cheating
think
on
if
his
you're a
wife.
child and you
asshole.
find friendship in a rat, you're gonna grow up to be an asshole. Don't have a rat pet. That's what I'm saying.
When they offered him the role, he was like supposed to be doing something else because he like worked on the crew or whatever.
Yeah, he was the woodworking. He did like the wood stuff for the
This is
set.
And
stage
he had like
crew.
snuck off to like just like drink by
Which
himself.
And he did coke all the time.
Yeah, and so they found him.
did
Your
coke.
boss, your boss offers you the role, and he's just
And
fucking
you're
like,
What?
yeah.
Dude, not even that. He was like a 33-year-old man, like sharing his coke with 19-year-old Carrie Fisher and like having an affair.
Dude, I mean, Carrie Fisher was 17 in the first movie.
I
Yeah.
thought she was 19.
19,
What?
I think, by the second movie.
She also
That's
probably
crazy.
she also probably had already done coke.
and
'cause
Harrison
her
Ford was like
mom's in the
32, 33 or
business.
some shit like that, right?
I don't know. Young
Yeah. Oh my god.
young Hollywood kids probably done drugs early in their lifespan.
During the filming, I should
During the
say.
filming.
By when the movie
The
came
release.
out, would have
No,
been
I'm
18.
talking about just like probably we don't know when Carrie Fisher started doing drugs.
No, but
Because her
I still
mom was
think
Hollywood.
I don't want to talk
I
about
still-
Carrie Fisher doing drugs. That's just a sad thing.
Little downer.
Yeah,
and it doesn't change the fact that Harrison Ford was a creep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
none of
that's
that
also
changes
true.
anything
I wouldn't say no
about
to
Harrison
that.
Ford. It is very weird how Harrison Ford gets to just be an asshole in interviews and people are like, Harrison Ford.
dude. And then he
Classic.
like crashes a plane, and everybody's sad and like, I hope he pulls through. I'm like,
No, I don't give a shit.
I don't hope Harrison Ford dies, but I'm also ambivalent to his death.
yeah, like I'm not rooting for him. Like
Wait, when did you crash a plane?
he was
like a while ago.
That was a while ago, yeah.
During the-
like a couple of years ago or
They're
something.
like, we have to halt Indiana Jones 4 right now
I
because
think
he
it
got
was
a
right
plane
before the
crash.
pandemic.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like 2019 or something.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, because he like flies planes, like rich person hobby.
Yeah.
I don't know, you can also
It
just
is.
own a lot of property and own a plane. That's also
No, but then if you own a lot of property and can buy a plane, you're probably a rich person.
Hey,
Yeah.
you could live out in like Montana.
Yeah.
have a crop duster.
Yeah.
That's what he crashed. It was like a little like crop duster, like a small plane. Yeah.
They're not that expensive.
I had a coworker who was
I mean,
like
paying
be
for your flight
moderately
hours.
wealthy.
like trying to
and-
get out of the like the
buy the
construction
plane.
game because
You
he's
have
like, I
somewhere to
can't
put
do
it.
so many all this drugs all the time. I'm trying to get out of it, so I'm gonna become a pilot.
Also, the amount of money you have to spend to be a pilot is like equivalent to going to like law school or medical school or whatever, but you can't do anything other than be a pilot.
Yeah.
Can't
But this
drink.
guy was like an engineer, so he was making like a shitload of
okay.
money, so he was fine.
They left the company.
Yeah, to become a pilot.
You know what? Good for him.
No, you don't want the guy on your planes.
No, you don't want the guy who's like cheating on like all of his partners all the time. Like it's a running gag, and is like doing coke and stealing coke.
Well, if he's really that bad, he's not gonna get that far.
You don't know that,
That is so untrue, dude.
dude.
Like,
He could get a pilot job in like Montana, like you said.
They don't care.
he just talks to the right people, and then they're like, "I like this guy."
He's white.
He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Good pale head.
Good
pale head.
blonde,
And he was-
blonde head.
He's shaved. He did have a shaved head.
Yeah, he's bald.
He is bald in like a skinhead way, or like,
Tall, bald.
or
What do you
was it
mean?
like was he
Guy.
like balding, or was he like bald?
Shaved head.
He was balding, so he had shaved his head.
Receding balding.
Yeah. He'd sometimes do the like where he just gets lazy and he doesn't like shave his head for some time, and then you
Gets a
start
little
to
fuzz.
see the hairline and you're like, dude,
like-
actually you should shave that shit.
Yeah. Dude,
I wonder what it'd feel like to have like a
so
clean
scared.
shave.
It's all right.
My grandfather on my mom's side's bald, and that's supposed to be like where
And you got great
where you
hair.
get bald genetics from.
Okay, but you also think toupees, they're a thing.
Don't say that to
I'm
him.
not gonna get a hair system.
If you make good money, plugs.
It's true. Plugs.
Dude, every Hollywood hotshot has had plugs.
We just need to get a Keep sponsorship, and then I'm good.
Have you seen Henry Cavill?
For
Like
him.
pre and post
Sponsorship.
hair plugs?
Oh, I know hair plugs work. Look at Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yes. The level of attractiveness he rose, he went from like a 3 to a 5.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
an idea for 100 subscribers.
We get hair plugs.
I'll say
That's
it
so
off,
expensive.
but I think it's funny.
Okay, what is it?
I think it's a funny.
As long as it's not raunchy.
Can we cut it out?
No.
Don't make me cut it out.
If you have to cut it out because it's raunchy, we're
Save
not.
it.
Then we'll
Save
get
it for
them,
later.
yeah, save it for
Okay.
later.
And we're probably not going to do it.
we hit 100 subscribers, and like the episode right after we hit 100 subscribers, we all right before the podcast when we record it, we like make sure that we get like a close shave on all our facial hair and our head hair, and we're just completely bald like
I'm not
the
going
eggheads
bald.
on SNL.
I'm not going
We've already gone over this. Literally,
chrome
the
domed
only
up.
one of us that can rock that hair
It's literally you.
is
and
literally you
Elizabeth.
because you have a good head shape. We have fucked
would-
up head shape.
we would all
I'm
look
sorry.
so
I've
rewarding
paid attention to everybody's
For
head
all
shape.
of us to be chrome domed,
Brendan,
and we're
for
talking
you,
normally.
You would be like, "This is my haircut." For us, it'd be like shameful, and we're in caps all the time.
Painting on our eyebrows.
Yeah, come on. Are you kidding
That
me?
is an unfair. Yeah, that is not a fair.
For 100, like maybe 100,000.
Oh, completely unrelated.
Yeah.
But do you know the streamer Doug?
No.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. Well, like he and like 3 of his friends did a fast food challenge where they all like
10 fast food places. One, right?
yeah, they all climb into a car and they go through 10 fast food places like drive-throughs.
Yeah.
And they order whatever the person in front of them ordered.
And they have to eat it.
And they have to eat like all 10 fast food places in one day without like throwing up.
Though they kind of cheat by like I think they go to Starbucks for one of them.
Yeah, and like the rules are you get like one beverage place, so like a Starbucks or like maybe a Jamba Juice.
Yeah.
2 dessert places like Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
And one of your places has to be KFC, so you can like run the gambit of getting a bucket.
KFC.
having to eat a whole bucket.
Also,
Oh, that's such a good video, though.
from what I heard,
Did they throw up?
Not till the end, but Doug, he drank like a side of gravy from KFC.
Because he had to eat it.
Also, they got
Had to
really
consume it.
lucky because they went to Krispy Kreme twice, and both times they only got 1 donut instead of like being fucked with like a dozen.
Yeah, the first time they got 3 donuts between 4 people, and the second time it was like 5 donuts. But
Oh, they have to split what the last person
they're in
got?
a group. Yeah,
yeah, they're in a group of 4, and they split the
Okay,
order.
I was like, that's unmanageable.
At least they were in front of
No,
me.
literally impossible.
I was by
Yeah,
12.
I was like, they're going through like once for like each person, and it's like, what did the last person
The
get?
cholesterol must be crazy.
yeah, and I wanted to ask you guys what our strategy would be if we did it.
If
Because, like, I think Dathan and I would be like, we'd have to carry it.
I'd want a Jamba
You do Jamba as the beverage place?
because Jamba's just so tasty, and I don't want Starbucks.
so I can eat
Starbucks, I feel
eat a
safer.
lot of food, but I can't do a lot of fast food.
I'll go with coffee because it makes you poop.
Brendan helps out
yeah, you
literally
can
the
poop.
least.
You are allowed
It
to
helps you
poop.
poop.
Brendan
Brendan
will
get-
start to nibble, and you'd have to finish his food.
Yeah, Brendan.
I'll eat all the
not
sides.
only that, but I guarantee halfway through the challenge, he's like, "Guys, I can't. My stomach."
You know what Brendan is? I think Brendan would be our, like, drink guzzler.
Just give me the weird stuff.
I think he could do that. I think he could drink a lot of drinks.
Oh, I can. I can hold my piss for a while.
You don't have to hold your piss.
And it's not part
You
of
can
the
pee and
challenge.
poop.
the
Like,
challenge.
you can use the restroom.
You're not allowed to poop or pee.
You just can't throw up to empty your stomach.
Okay, well, I'll have like a thing every place.
Okay.
And it's all drive-throughs, right?
Yeah, it has to
Yeah.
have a drive-through.
So
And depending on how big we end up with, like if we go to KFC and we get that big bucket, I will help.
Taco Bell
Yeah.
should be one because they have small like foods.
I was gonna say Taco Bell should definitely not be one of our stops.
People
Really?
order a lot from Taco Bell.
are
You can
you-
get a lot for cheap.
Are you kidding me? The high orders?
Order a lot.
Yeah, but if we do it during like the day, we'll probably just get like a $5 box.
No, you won't.
A $5 box is still a lot.
That's
That's like
between 4 of us.
but still like a lot of food.
Compared to another, like if you go, here's the thing: if we go to a burger joint, there's a chance that the burger joint they just ordered like a large meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing would be like the drink.
I know we should. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about In-N-Out because it
No.
tastes good, but it can
The,
destroy you.
the yard did In-N-Out. That was a mistake.
Bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Also, everything from In-N-Out's really filling.
It's very
Yeah.
filling. It's very
Like
heavy.
like my usual order of a double with animal style fries
Is all I need.
is like
So much.
a lot.
Okay, so what are we doing? McDonald's?
Panera,
Panera's good.
Panera is solid.
Chick-fil-A.
No.
No,
I was thinking a different
God,
chicken
no.
place.
Are
You
you
know-
kidding me?
Like Cane's.
Chick-fil-A. I've never seen
They're
like big Chick-fil-A
notorious.
orders.
They're notorious.
People will sell like
I guess the only people I've ever gone to get
Okay,
Chick-fil-A
nuggets.
got the
Think about this.
sandwiches.
Think about this. Who's going to Chick-fil-A?
large white families.
Large Christian families. 12 plus people.
12 plus.
Go.
That's true. Because like whenever I DoorDash, like it would only be like one thing of nuggets and a drink.
What about Raising Cane's? Because people never get more than just tenders there.
But the meals are huge.
I feel Raising Cane's would be like a gambit.
Yeah.
It's like
I
be
think it would be
Popeyes.
risky.
I mean,
You know,
that's a
Popeyes
risky
gambit.
one. So is McDonald's. McDonald's is risky as fuck.
We
Burger
have to
King.
have some-
We'll go to Burger
we have
King.
to pick
No.
places.
I know. I'm just saying. I think McDonald's is one of ours.
I think we
Yes.
should stake out Burger King like in the afternoon.
Burger King's a
Wait
good
for
one.
one person
Burger
to
King is a
go
good
in.
one because Burger King's kind of gross, so you just don't get that much food.
And not a lot of
Yeah,
people go to
Burger
it.
King is good.
You just gotta wait for
I think
someone to go.
I think
and then you go.
Starbucks because coffee makes you poop.
Coffee,
Okay.
coffee makes you poop.
So McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks.
Honestly, I think Chick-fil-A, if you go at the right time,
Why are you so
like
stuck
if
on
we're going
Chick-fil-A?
during lunch hour,
because Chick-fil-A meals aren't that big.
Yeah, but
if we go during
Chick-fil-A.
lunch hour,
They're notorious for big orders.
like they always have a line.
Yeah, that's why they have huge lines all the time.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to San Diego Chick-fil-A and it was never that like filled.
Also, could I switch
Yeah,
Starbucks?
that's because fast food sucked in
Could I
San
change
Diego.
it did.
Starbucks?
Well, I think
It would have to be another beverage place.
Yeah, it's Dutch Bros. Could we go to
Dutch Bros.
no, that's gonna give you a heart attack. And it's the same thing. Actually, no.
I'll take it.
It's a lot more beverage though.
Are you okay with chugging that?
Yeah,
You don't have to chug it. You just have to finish it by the end of the day.
I could chug it before the end of the day.
But I think Dutch Bros, you're more likely to get a bigger
Like
order
a
than with
big
Starbucks.
drink, yeah.
Oh, are we only allowed
Alright,
one
yes.
beverage place?
Yeah. I
guess
Oh,
so.
then let's stick with
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
We have dessert places, right?
Like Krispy Kreme.
Anything that
Dunkin'
has a
Donuts.
drive-through.
Yeah, it has to have a drive-through.
Has to have a
Dunkin'
drive-through.
Donuts have
I
drive-thru?
feel like people do smaller orders from Dunkin's than they do Krispy Kreme.
Let's do Dunkin'.
Dunkin'.
Dunkin' is good.
Because at Dunkin's, people get like the donut and coffee rather than like
We can
the
do two
12-pack.
dessert places though,
Yeah.
right? Why don't we do crispy also?
Okay.
That's fine. Donuts are easy.
We'll do both. We'll pit
Okay,
them
so
against
now we've
each other.
blown through the easy ones, the dessert and the beverage.
Did we include KFC in this?
Oh,
in these
have to
five?
do-
Okay, KFC.
So we're at 6.
yeah,
So we
so-
need 2 more, right?
4 more.
Fuck. That's so much. That actually is a scary amount of food.
I think there will be throwing up, but that's content.
How about El Pollo Loco?
No, that's scary.
And those are like people get whole chicken sometimes.
What about Del Taco?
Del Taco.
Taco's
No one
fine.
orders from Del Taco.
That's true.
We're trying to like really unpopular Burger King Del
Yes,
Taco.
that's what
like
you have to
places
do.
where people just like, I just want food for the day.
Yeah, because
nearby.
I was like, man, there's got to be like
Subway. No one goes to Subway. Wait,
Did
actually,
drive-thru.
we already conclude
don't do
Panera
drive-thrus.
in the count? Is Panera in your count in your
let's
7
see.
count?
Oh no, we didn't put Panera.
So the case 2 more.
So Burger King, Dunkin', Starbucks,
Crispy.
Krispy Kreme,
McDonald's,
McDonald's,
Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Del Taco, Burger King, Panera.
Two more.
KFC. Wait, did I say KFC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said KFC.
So you said KFC once. You said Burger King twice.
Oh, did I say Burger King twice?
You did.
Oh, okay.
You said
okay.
it in the beginning, and then you. So I think we should have 2 left.
Yeah. That's right.
This is the hard 2.
This is the hard 2.
What is
Panda
in
Express?
The
What was another
no,
one of-
you never do Panda
They don't
Express.
have
That's a
drive-thrus
lot of food.
either.
That's a lot of food.
There are some pandas with drive-thrus, but I don't know of any.
Also, people
nearby.
only order whole ass meals from
Yeah,
Panda.
that's true.
Yeah.
And it's like rice and noodles and like very filling food.
What if we went to like a wing place?
Are there any wing places with drive-thrus?
With drive-thrus?
Maybe.
I think there is. But well, let's think of our other options.
But that would also be a lot of food. I would expect, right? If it
might also
if
just be like an 8-wing order with fries.
Yeah.
That's true.
If we can find a wing place, like let's go through other options first.
What was one of our? What were some of the risky options that we
In and
had?
out.
No, In-N-Out's a bad option.
No. That's a no.
Taco Bell.
Let's see. You got like Jack in the Box and Wendy's.
Jack in the Box, I think, is a good one because a lot of people just get a lot of like the small things.
You could also their burgers are really greasy.
I could eat
But
those burgers.
That's
it's-
also peak stoner place.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box and Taco Bell. Those are the ones that scare me because you could get fucked.
Yeah. So you get, and Wendy's is like also I feel
No,
like is,
Wendy's is huge. Everything's huge.
Man,
Oh, I haven't eaten at Wendy's in forever.
Everyone's huge.
this could be a good video. This could be a
I'm
good
saying
video.
If you want to, if there's someone you want to beat, it would be the Yard. The Yard went to 11 places.
We should game it,
Then
and
we do a dozen.
we do a dozen, but we have to do it during lunch hour.
do the Baker dozen, baby.
We have to spread it out through the whole day.
Well, yes, but I'm saying
you're gonna eat a whole
just
bunch
do it
of
during lunch
I'm
hour.
saying
You're
we
crazy.
should try to finish it all before it's nighttime, so that we don't
sure.
get stuck with like nighttime orders because nighttime orders are way bigger.
Wait, why don't we start like 1 o'clock in the morning?
What?
Let's start
We get the whole
right
day.
At
when
1
the
a.m.?
scary orders are rolling in.
The calendar day starts at 1 a.m. We should just start at 1 a.m.
No, that's all
breakfast.
stoner food.
Start with breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start with breakfast. Start like at 9.
At
Like normal
roll into
people.
McDonald's. That's the best.
Get a sausage McMuffin.
I still feel
probably.
like 9's way too
That-
late.
Probably that's what we get.
We need to get
What?
there earlier than 9.
8,
yeah,
earlier
like
than
8. No.
No, like 7.
What?
7.
Please,
Well,
please
Why?
just get breakfast at 7. So we can get more food in our stomachs throughout the day. Take
I
our time
guess.
to
Yeah,
digest.
that makes
I mean, it
sense.
is.
It takes time to
dozen
digest a little
places.
bit of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe an earlier start, like 6 or 7.
Okay.
That's
don't know-
that's actually a fair point.
you don't
It
know
is
what
a
the day
dozen
is.
restaurants.
A dozen restaurants.
What about we start at
And if it's a
7:30?
dozen, we
Fine.
have to do the scary ones.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's
We have to do
a
like
good
a
idea.
Chick-fil-A. We have to do Taco Bell practically.
Oh man, I really want to do
Jack
this
in the
now.
Box.
We should.
We need a dozen, and guess what? We're gonna be real ones. We're gonna be okay with throwing up.
No, if you throw up, you lose.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I kind of want to all just
I
get.
don't know if we could get to a dozen.
I kind of want to just invest in a
We
bunch
can
of
do
body
it.
cams and do the video. We all have our own body
You
cams.
can throw up after
We
though.
have cell phones.
Just strap
Dyson.
cell phones with like a chassis.
Dyson,
No, we just
you're
hold 'em.
allowed to throw up after though.
That's
Right?
Yeah,
it. I
after
want
you
my
can throw
hands
up.
free. I want a POV of me eating a
I
burger.
think. Yeah,
Well, if
I agree with
if
you.
we're
You
doing-
and me probably do the best. I think you two are. One of you might vomit.
If we're gonna do a dozen, can
Probably
we add
me.
another drink place?
Huh?
If we're gonna do a dozen, can we add another drink place?
I don't think so.
That's
No.
That's not the
Stay
challenge.
with the
But
challenge.
the challenge is also only 10.
That's the base
No,
challenge.
but the yard did it.
Yeah,
We're-
the Yard did it, and
they
had
added
11.
That's why
11.
we're doing a dozen. They did the
11.
same rules, right?
Yeah.
Same rules, but with
They're
one more.
also allowed to double up on one place.
No, the Yard doubled up on Starbucks.
They doubled up on Krispy Kreme.
Who was it? Hassan doubled up on Starbucks.
Did they double up on Starbucks?
No, and they did Jungle
Sauce
Juice.
Wait,
is a cheater.
How,
So the
old,
people
how
are cheating.
old is this
I'm
challenge?
saying it now.
Like a couple weeks.
Because we'd have to get on that. If we wanted to do it, we'd have to do it like soon.
No, because I
We'd
don't.
have to do it, like, this
I
week.
think when people are doing more than 10, because
I can't do it this week.
I'm pretty sure they did both Jumbo Juice and
It's literally
Starbucks.
Friday.
Did they? I don't think they did.
Well, they at least mentioned they were putting both of those on their 10 when they were doing the pod.
yeah,
can't buy food
I
from
watched like the
Jumbo.
recap. I don't think they did that.
They took it out. You think before, like after?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think they called Doug, like, at the beginning of the challenge.
And he was like, "You can't do that."
Yeah, and, like, he, like, established the rules then, and then he tweeted it out.
Yeah. So, okay, calling it like a challenge is like 3 people have done it. Like,
Yeah, they're calling it, like, a fast food world record.
Yeah, but like beating them is kind of a good video.
Kind of hype.
it is kind of high.
Not as cool
Damn,
as Dyson.
I wish we could figure
you know?
out live Twitch streaming, like on the road.
We'll see.
Well,
I'm kind of invested now, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
and this would be a great comeback stream.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, well,
maybe
maybe you guys will see that.
maybe you'll see that video.
Maybe it'll be on Patreon. Maybe it'll be on
We
YouTube.
don't have
We
a
don't have a
Patreon.
Patreon.
Patreon yet. We're too small for a
Secret
Patreon.
Patreon.
It's like
Secret
unsaid
Patreon.
What's the point?
I don't think we can make a Patreon till we at least have 500 subscribers. But then
They'd have to be loyal.
at 500, you have, I think, like 20 people paying at like your $5 tier.
So we're making $100.
That's a month. Like to go to video production and like just like sprucing things up and being able to do more challenges is like, it's like, you know, like why not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
That'd be
taking
nice.
like a branding class
What?
for like clothing, like apparel.
Such a random
It's such
thought.
a random
Are you
thought.
thinking merch? Is that why?
Yeah,
And you're like, I'll take a class to make merch for you guys.
no.
It's just kind of
Okay, guys. Well,
Make
with
an
that
excuse.
being said, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah. Comments. What do you think should be the fast food places we visit?
Yes, give us some choices.
What
What
should
should we do for our 100 subscriber special?
Yes.
Also, do you like those tangerines that are chocolates? I do.
Bye.